Okay, so I promised you that I would share with you things that I find that are so freaking cool that you have to have in your house. Like you just do. So there is a buzz going around. You maybe have heard this term, maybe you haven't. So it's called human-centric lighting. Let me tell you, as an interior designer, this is like buying an airplane for the first time type of makes me giddy type of feeling. Because, oh my gosh, freaking, like, oh my gosh. So you're in for a treat. I went to a in-person demo where you actually can see the human-centric lighting at an art gallery, because it's really hard to explain human-centric lighting without you actually experiencing it. So I will tell you just a little bit, but then it's going to go to a video. It's going to show you, it's a demo, and the demo is, I think it's about 16 minutes long. So it is kind of a long video. So you need to make sure you take time to watch it. And it'll probably answer all of the questions you have. You may have more questions. If you do, just put them down in the comments and I will answer them for you. So human-centric lighting, what that does is basically, for example, let's say you just got off of a night flight. Obviously, you're getting ready to go to bed because you've got a afternoon flight the next day, so you really need to get your sleep and you don't want to mess up your body because you've been flying in the dark, so it's used to the dark. Well, what happens? We go inside, we turn on a light, and it's this bright. It's like, oh my gosh, my eyes. And then your body starts to wake up. So with human-centric lighting, you put in your location and the light inside your house will be exactly what it is outside. So you don't have to have that shock when you come in the house. It'll automatically be synced with it. Now, of course, with the cool technology these days, it does come with the price. But what is so cool about this is you have over 16 million colors to choose from with this lighting system. So, and what's even cooler is each individual bulb can be a different color. So let's say you have a beautiful art piece that has lots of greens and blues, and today you're feeling green. So you can put green on it. Well, let's say you have another art piece, or you have a airplane that you're wanting to show off the blues. Well, you can put that light bulb on blues. When I say this is like the coolest freaking thing, like this is the coolest freaking thing. And then you can pair it with smart home automation, which I will discuss that in another video. But so then you don't even have to do anything. You literally just on your phone or on your little panel, whichever way you want to choose, you just pick it and then it automatically does it for you. You don't have to do anything because we all like autopilot. So now you can have autopilot in your house. I mean, how stinking cool is that? So, all right, I could go on and on about this, but all right, let's watch the video now. And make sure if you have any questions, please put them in the comments so I can answer them and help you really know how awesome this product is and why it is worth every penny.
Obviously, the other light that we toned down, that's just regular light. What we're showcasing right now and what you came into is the natural show. So probably if you know a little bit about texturing, you might have noticed the change in the color temperature of the light. So the natural scene, it mimics the outdoor light.
If everybody looks outside, you sort of see how it's dusk, or the magic hour, as they say. It's that warm color, so the lights naturally dim down to that to match the outside.
So we're going to go through 24 hours of the natural scene. So this might be, you're waking up, getting your day started. started is that warm glow of light. And as we go throughout the day, it's more energizing, that bright, healing, energizing light. And then as we go throughout the day, or kind of towards the afternoon, it's warming back down and getting to that cocktail hour that we're into right now.
So as you'll notice, some of these art, they pop a lot more, and what happens is you experience that art differently throughout your day through your tetra lights.
So now I'm going to bring it back to 3,000 Kelvin. I know. This is a natural color temperature that you might see in residential and commercial spaces. However, when I dim down 3,000 Kelvin, it looks a little bit drab and gray. But with Petra, I can warm it up. So this is 2,700 Kelvin. But when I dim down 2,700 Kelvin, it's still full of warmth. It doesn't bring out, or it doesn't take out any color. It's still that warm glow. Another amazing feature of Petra is vibrancy. And what that does is it's tweaking the way that white light is composed. So to create perfect white light, you have to have red, green, blue, and white. And so it's remixing the way that that white light is composed. So right now, this is a regular color temperature. However, when I apply vibrancy, you notice it brings out different features and different colors.
Follow on that a few times. So one of the things, like on this particular painting, you see the horizon change. In the blues, you'll see that there's multiple layers. Where on regular, there's 3,000 or regular lab, it's just one color.
So we'll also go through each painting individually after this. However, this is 3,000. And then this is with a little bit of vibrancy.
Crazy.
And actually, you can tweak the level of vibrancy. This isn't even 100% vibrancy. This is about 75% vibrancy. So just imagine add a little bit more. You don't want it to be too overwhelming, but still with 75%, you can see the difference. So again, this is regular, which is a high CRI, and then this is vibrancy.
That's basic. That's basic.
Also, when you apply vibrancy, you're not tweaking the color rendering effects. We can also have fun with a little bit of color. With Petra, the inventor of Petra, he wanted to just create that perfect white light. But when he was doing so, he came across that we can mimic 16.7 million colors. Because to have perfect white light, you have to have color.
Who counted the 16.7?
I know, I don't even think I can name it.
It's just like
600. Here it is. It just notice how it completely changes artwork. You like the cowboys? And then so I'm going to bring it back to 3,000 Kelvin. Petra is also able to dim down smoothly and continuously, which is very key, to 0.1%.
The reason that's impressive is there's a lot of LEDs on the market. What happens is once they get dimmed down, they start flickering really out. You got a really high-end client, got a really high-end house, and get all that fancy art that looks good, and it's flickering. You're gonna get a phone call screwed a lot.
So I'm going to start with the art piece on your light. So right now, this is a normal color temperature. And each artist has wanted to bring out a certain feature, texture or color. So now, so obviously we're bringing out those. So again, I'm going to go back. Normal color temperature. There's also a little bit of vibrancy mixed with this. So you can also do color and vibrancy at the same time.
So for the question, we have artists here that painted some of this work. This is brand new technology, fairly new technology.
Yes.
Do the artists change how they approach their paintings because of this technology? Be able to see, I mean, I can't imagine painting that beautiful sunset, but then being able to see your own painting change like a natural sunset or something. How does that affect the artwork?
So these first two left paintings are not mine. The one on the far right is, and that would dramatically change my direction. The one on the far left is a sunset, and depending on the saturation they choose, it enhances the overcast of the shadows versus the color of the sunset without changing the color she chose. I know Lori, the artist, would really appreciate that. And I know you all were aghast with the beautiful colors that were enhanced. And Kelly's, the middle of the painting right here in the center, the blues dramatically were enhanced with every different tone they chose. So that's really up to whoever chooses to look at that. And my painting is the far right over here.
And your name is?
I'm Marissa. That's my painting, Riptide. Thank you. And with my dramatic textures, everything that is applied to it dramatically changes the shadows. And with you wanting to feel like potentially you're underwater or almost surfacing, whatever your tone is like, it can adjust based on what you're looking for. But with the lighting being so intense, it can really be attuned to whatever the client wants. So those are three very different settings.
So this is an extreme example, like, and putting this out probably would make it this extreme in color. This is to give it that, whoa, we can do this. Most artists want to paint under like 3,000 Kelvin with a high violence so they can get how it looks, and then you can manipulate the light later. But most of the time, artists, they want to treat with their artist, they vision. Right. So the ability to manipulate the color is at the homeowner's decision. What you don't want to do is display art at a studio, and they get it home, and it didn't look the same.
Watch that. Yeah. That's interesting.
So you have to sell the light art.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
We have a dealer that literally has art, and he sells his picture off of his art.
Yeah, once artists have been introduced to Petra, some of them do prefer to paint under it. And then we've also had, I know. We've also had the request of if the customer is buying their art, they want them to have Petra lighting as well. So it matches their intention.
And what's nice with the display is she can just toggle, this is just a button she's pressing, and she can toggle back and forth just to normal lighting versus like enhanced lighting.
Yes, so this is just an app, so even the homeowner can play around and with different pieces of art.
I would think every art gallery and museum would want that capability to be able to change that.
Yes, there are a few, the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art in Chicago, they have it as well, and it's becoming even more popular. We do have another art gallery in Dallas, Inaloo Labs. They have Petra in there as well. So, yeah, so we're moving on to the next. Yes, the second piece of art. Oh, sorry. Okay. So,
A standard lighting there,
regular lighting.
and toggle it. Enhance color there. And then toggle again, I would toggle the person back to. The other thing with the app is there's a camera icon. You can push that camera icon, it opens up the camera on the phone, and you can sample any color on anything, and it'll throw it on the lights. And we'll show that here in a minute.
I'm gonna, hold on, I'm gonna take it back.
It completely changes how I feel about the artwork, different lighting, really.
Well, some of the art that's under Tetra, the homeowners say it's cool because they can experience that same piece of art a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
And then here is, we're gonna focus on this one. So again, I'm applying vibrancy, a little bit of color to completely change. So again, notice the difference.
And with the Tetra stuff, you can do an entertain button on your keypad, so you don't have to have it on your app. And you can have it pre-programmed with some funky colors, so when you hit entertain, and then it's all wild and crazy. And everybody-
Disco ball drops out.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we
So
go.
then when you wanna go back to normal, you just hit it again and it goes back to normal.
Right. Okay. And then this last one. It's gonna bring out vibrancy.
Now, we hit the all art, from all art to normal light.
Yes.
So this is all art, so this is all pieces of art lit under the normal, what they refer to as halogen lights, which is what they traditionally lit lights with, or art with. And if you toggle, it's going to make them pop with the vibrance.
So again, yes, this is enhanced vibrancy. So again, this is regular light, and then applying vibrancy.
And if she hits the natural button, that's the set it and forget it button, it's going to match the light outside as far as temperature and intensity.
And so how does it do that?
So to program the clock, and it's important to program the clock, right, with your time zone, because the manufacturer is the East Coast. So we had phone calls where the integrators installed it, and they're like, our lights are weird, and that's the number one thing I always tell them to check. And it's always on East Coast time, so they gotta change it, and when they don't the right time zone. It's-
So how does this affect like the photos, the color, I guess the same way?
Same way.
Okay, I didn't know if it reacted differently to the acrylics or watercolors versus photos.
Yeah, if it's a matte, so of course, if there were glass, covering the art, it would be, you can see the reflection, so it does work best on some,
Are there lenses or something for the,
Yeah, so,
to cut down the?
so with lighting, like if it's a flat piece of art, what I say by flat is like it's not high gloss, it's a lot easier to program, because you can set the light on it and then the art does the work. When it's glossy, you gotta do a lot of programming and a lot of changing and moving to get it, and that's with any lights, it's not just with Tetra. Anytime you're lighting art that's high gloss, you gotta be the light designer has to do a lot of work to get it right.
So to end, if I brought it, I'm gonna take it back to natural. So right now, the reflection of the outside is what the sun is doing at this time. David.